Yeah. They call me in when the lights flick, when the air goes thick. I just smile like this is my shift. Walking hallway cold like a verdict. Team on edge, every shadow look urgent. Clipboard candles, body cam working. I'm here for the truth, not the circus. Kitchen door swing by itself, they panic. I'm calm, take notes while the chairs start clacking. Ask who's here, you can chill, stop backing. Voice in the dark, say finally asking. Old house, new rules, I'm the middle. Stuck so stressed out in the middle. Talk low, talk slow, let it sizzle, I'm not your enemy. I'm here to fix the riddle, I'm the paranormal consultant. I help the living and the ghosts find room. I turn a haunting to a home in tune. If you're scared, I'll walk you through it. I'm the paranormal consultant. From the ballroom down to the basement gloom. Hey, hey. If you're lost in the dark, I tell the truth. Yeah, I talk to the unseen crew. Yeah, let's move. Yeah. Office lights blink in a late night meeting. Boss say productivity's been bleeding. I say cool, out here grieving. Clock stops dead, that's my greeting. Pull files, find names that they buried. Story of a worker that they carried out on a stretcher. Pressure heavy, now they feel it every time it gets scary. So I call a team, say sorry out loud. We speak his name, not just think in the crowd. Air gets warm like the storm blew out. Printer spit stinks on a blank print out. I don't chase clout, I chase closure. Spirit on edge, I'm the closer. Tell them you're heard, give them composure. Then I walk them to the light like a chauffeur. I'm the paranormal consultant. I help the living and the ghosts find room. I turn a haunting to a home in tune. If you're scared, I'll walk you through it. I'm the paranormal consultant. From the ballroom down to the basement gloom. If you're lost in the dark, I tell the truth. Yeah, I talk to the unseen crew. Some nights it's data, some nights prayer, some nights just sit in the heavy air. Ask what hurt you, who wasn't there. Let them pour out pain they can't share. I'm a true seeker, not a thrill hunter. Stand firm when the floor sounds thunder. If you're on my team, we protect each other. Every cleared house feel like we one another. I'm the paranormal consultant. I help the living and the ghosts find room. I turn a haunting to a home in tune. If you're scared, I walk you through it. I'm the paranormal consultant. From the ballroom down to the basement gloom. If you're lost in the dark, I tell the truth. Yeah, I talk to the unseen crew. I'm the paranormal consultant. When the past and the present need a truce, call my name, I'll help them cut loose. Till the whole house finally exhale too.
Clear voices, no static in the brain. Paranormal consultant, pull up in the frame. Ghost Talk podcast on the air. Phone vibes, dead people in the chair. Pull up. Ghost Talk, I'm speaking to the room. On the paranormal consultant, crowd go boom. Ghost Talk, all night long. Clear voices in the dark, still a party song. Ghost Talk, all night long. Clear voices in the dark, still a party song. Mic on, hunting in the waveforms, nose float. Cold spot in the brainstorm, jokes hit, then the goosebumps rise. Fans binge, tennis best, no shut eyes. Flashlight in the booth, no campfire. Whole chat room lit off one flyer. I'm reading every ad, no typo. Dead homies do a cameo in my iPhone. Ask questions, I'm talking to the unseen. Whole room chill, AC, young spleen, fun host with the dad hat, deadpan. Got a demon in the DMs, wanna shake hands. I'm the plug for the 100 and the hopeful. Every story in my notes so vocal. Turn fear to a laugh to a download. Every episode of Ride, no slow-mo. Ghost Talk, park cars on the air. Fun vibes, dead people in the chair. Let's go. Ghost Talk, I'm speaking to the room. I'm the paranormal consultant, crowd go boom. Ghost Talk, all night long. Clear voices in the dark, still a party song. Ghost Talk, all night long. Clear voices in the dark, still a party song.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? Hopefully y'all are doing well. Well, we're here. I know I took a week off last week. I don't know what it is, but I've just been feeling like absolute crap. I don't know if anybody else has, but I forgot the banner. I swear to God, I'm professional. But it's just I don't know. Like last week, it was the stomach. Then it was throat. My throat was hurting me, so obviously I can't do a show if I don't really have a voice. And this week, still, it's a little scratchy. So you're going to see me have my drinks here. Not anything adult wise drinks, but I do have some drinks here to keep, hopefully, my voice. We'll see how long this goes. Oh, well, let's see. I already see some people in chat, and that is awesome. We got my brother Jonathan Myers from Crossover Paranormal Society hanging out over on the YouTube side. What's up, brother? How you doing? Mama Newsom. Hi, Mama. How are you tonight? I think Mama's on Facebook. Nice to see you, Mama. Hopefully, you all are doing well down there. Um, Before we begin, though, I know there's some new people that are going to be watching this. You're probably wondering, who the heck am I? As the song, as you just saw, um, well, in the beginning of the show, Lost in the Dark, as you saw, I am the paranormal consultant. My name is Matt. And this is Paranormal Truth. This show is designed for the truth of the paranormal, what actually happens in our field, different things. It's basically for people just starting out in our field and even some investigators, some long term investigators who's been in the field for a while, just kind of give you a refresher. That's what this show is about. Oh, so we'll see. We'll see how long my voice holds up or my stomach. Either way, it's a flip of a coin. We'll see what happens. But I want to welcome everybody to the show. And I know we have, like I said, some newbies that'll be popping in. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to share it out. This show and myself, we're all about interaction. I want you to interact. I want you guys to interact. I want you guys to have a voice. I want you guys to have an opinion. And I want to talk about it. I do. I want to talk about it. I'm not going to be like these other podcasters out there who you see the comments. I'm not naming any names, but you see the comments and it just gets overlooked. Not going to happen in this show. So, first of all, welcome. So, holy crap, we have another RGV. Where have you been hiding? Holy crap, RGV Paranormal Lockdown on the YouTube side popping in. What's up? How you guys been? I haven't seen you guys in a while. Holy crap. Blast from the past. And of course, the Para Princess, Felicia, is in the room. I don't know where you're at. Oh, you're on Paranormal Consultant. You're on the Facebook. Welcome. So, a couple of things before we begin. First of all, I have some announcements to make. As you saw or didn't see, if you didn't see it, go back. But in the beginning, of the show, I showed you guys a brand new music video that is AI generated. It wasn't me. I'm not going to take that credit. That is Lost in the Dark. I like it. I like that one. There will be another one at the end of the show. So stick around for that. That is going to be the consultant rap. That has a brand new AI generated music video as well. We'll be playing that. And then I'll start releasing some of these videos on my YouTube channel, Paranormal Consultant, so you'll be able to see them. Actually, you can watch them, hang out, or if you want to make fun of them, I don't care. Whatever you want to do with them. So that's something new we are here doing at Broken Pretzel Productions. We're starting music videos. You're doing custom music videos, AI generated, of course, and with some AI music as well. So you don't need to worry about any copyright infringements. You don't have to worry about any of that crap. I own the rights to them. I own the licensing to them. But as to help everybody out, we're going to start doing custom songs, custom music videos, and some other things. We got some other things along with our merch. You can find the links. Links are very easy to find. If you just take a little peek, you'll be able to find them. They're all over the place. I'm not going to tell you where they're at because, like somebody said to us before, Mr. Certain sites don't like you leaving their sites, but there's a big hint on where these links are. Go check them out. There's a whole bunch of ones. The other thing I want to start off the show by saying is I have a huge announcement. and I'm really, really, really excited for this one. It's been kind of a slow process as of right now, just because of scheduling and different things like that. But yours truly, I decided to bring on a new face here at Broken Pretzel Productions, and I brought on an editor. Somebody is daring enough and brave enough to go over my videos, to edit them for me, and to help me out and help you guys out and get rid of some of these uhs or the tangents and stuff like that. Because I'll be honest with you, two things. One, I just don't have a lot of time to just sit down and actually do this. As the Wicked Queen or the Para Princess will tell you, I don't have a lot of extra time to sit down and actually do that. But I want to. I want to be able to do that. I want you guys to have a better quality type stuff. So we brought on an editor, and that editor, I'm so happy, and I'm actually really proud. And that's none other than Katie Newsom. She's daring enough and has accepted, or is off. Well, she actually offered. I posted a post about it, and she jumped for it. She jumped for the chance, and we brought her on. So, Katie, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Broken Pretzel production family. I'm so happy for that. Thank you. Uh, so, just got you shared out. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Jonathan Meyer sharing it out. Face is in the house. What's up, Face? How are you tonight? How are you tonight, guys? That's awesome. Glad to see everybody here. Even if you're not commenting, I'm glad to have you. Glad to have you here. I see there's 4 people over at Parapost. I'm watching you. I can see it. I see there's 4 people at Parapost Network Central. Hello to my Parapost family. And it looks like Consultant's got probably Paraprincess in it. And we got a bunch of people over on the YouTube side. Awesome. Glad to see you all. So tonight, guys, we're also going to talk about relationships. We're going to talk about relationships in the community. We're going to talk about relationship, personal life with spirits, with our fellow teams, with our community in general. We're going to talk about all that tonight. May in Texas. What's up, May? Face just finished his live stream. Sweet. That's awesome, Face. Congratulations. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, before we're going to start, a couple things. I've noticed a lot of negativity recently popping up on my feeds. And I figured, you know what? I want to start off this show with something extremely positive and really exciting. I'm really happy about seeing this. I wish I could be more involved with it, but of course, really can't. Uh, Nate's here. What's up, Nathan? How are you doing? Um, so, as some of you may or may not know, I am a huge Penn State fan. I've been a Penn State fan my entire life for multiple reasons. Um, Mainly because my dad is a Penn State alum, and one thing Penn State has done is they offer different outreaches to the community. And one thing they really do that they're really known for is their Thon. And Crossover Paranormal sent me over. Awesome, eh? Well, welcome either way. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. And they do this thing called Thon. And what Thon is a real big fundraiser. Um, this year it's for children with cancer and stuff like that. Go look it up, Thon. And I am proud to say that they beat another record. They raised in a weekend, just this weekend alone, over $18 million, all to charity. $18 million. Students get involved, their families get involved, kids get involved. It is amazing to see. There's a lot of activities that they do. They even have like hair cutting. They cut, people's hair for it. They bring the kids in to have some fun. The Nittany Lion is there. It's a huge, huge thing, and that is just another reason for me personally why I love Penn State. It's not just about football. It's not just about the college. It's about everything in life in general. And you can love Penn State, you can hate Penn State, doesn't matter. When schools and programs do stuff like that for the community, you just gotta love it. You just gotta love it. And I just saw the total literally minutes before we went live that they raised over $18 million for these kids, and that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Uh, Uh-oh, the Wicked Queen's here, guys. We got to behave. The Wicked Queen's here. Hey, the Wild Bill. What's up, brother? How you doing? Long time, I know. I know, Bill. It's been forever. I just was over in your live a couple days ago, actually. I shared you out, but welcome. So tonight we're going to talk about, like I said, relationships. I don't know. It's kind of funny to say that, considering Valentine's Day was just a couple days ago. But we're going to talk about it because I think it's something that, honestly, in this field we miss a lot is the relationships that we build, and it's not just other teams. It's not just on other teams. It's not just here on online. But the paranormal field affects everybody. It affects everybody that you hang out with, you relate to, your family, your friends, everybody. But it also involves the community as well. Do I know how to behave, Nathan? We'll see. We'll see. Um, but it also affects the spirits as well. And we're going to talk about all that. And let's kick this off with the spirits themselves. So, a lot of times when we're investigating, I don't know about you guys, but when I investigate, oh, Beth from Lost Souls. What's up, Beth? When I investigate, and I know the Wicked Queen investigates, and you've probably seen this on the Global Ghost Hunt, um, and you've probably seen a couple of our other videos too. We like to be, how can I say this, really passionate to the spirits, really sympathetic, especially ones that have been through a lot, like at Penhurst. Penhurst is a huge one that I keep bringing up, and I've brought up in the past several times, and that's because you see shows like Ghost Adventures and others. They go in there and they're under the impression that they're going to get attacked because they get scratched or bit or pushed or screamed at, whatever the case may be. Well, or whatever they have the budget for. But what they fail to realize, and what a lot of teams I feel fail to realize, is when you go investigate, yeah, you're trying to look for the truth. You're trying to look for signs and activity and stuff like that, but you don't take the spirits into consideration with what are their feelings, especially obviously the intelligent ones. If you've got a residual, not really much you can do there, but the intelligent style hauntings, what is stopping you from building that relationship, building a rapport with these spirits? Me personally, every place I go into, I try that. I try to build that relationship, build that rapport up, connect with them. A lot of times, I see teams go in there with all these great pieces of equipment, never explain it. They never explain it to the spirits. They never even ask, "How are you?" They ask, "Who?" Good, good to do. They never ask how. How are you guys doing tonight? How are you doing? Um, what's going on? What's going through your mind? You know what I mean? When we build relationships, no matter where it is, that's the first thing you want to do is connect. You want to connect with the spirits and connect with the investigators. And to me, it's a huge missed opportunity for a lot of these teams out there for just taking a second and having a simple conversation. Not talking about how did that person die, not talking about the tragedy, just talk about what's on their mind. What do the spirits want to talk about? Flip the script a little bit. Go in there and say, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? I'm here to talk to you. What do you want to talk about? I can ramble off 50 billion questions to you and get zero answers. Why not ask, what do you want to talk about? To me, that's more of a chance that you're going to get a response, whether it's one word, two words, a full sentence, a paragraph, or you may even just get an EVP of an hour long conversation. You never know. But take that time to actually sit down and find out, what do the spirits want to talk about. Let's see. Bill, I dropped out of the paranormal for a short break. Too much ego drama going on. Just doing something on my own. Fair enough, Bill. I've been there myself. I know many others have as well, and some are coming back out of the woodwork, so to speak. Um, there's someone specific I have in mind. This individual got a hold of me, And I'm glad to see him back. Glad to hear he's coming back. I'm not going to mention his name. I'm going to let him do that. But we'll actually get onto that, Bill, because that is something that to me is very important. That is a huge thing. And I know we've talked about this stuff before. For some of you who've been following me for a while, this may be a repeat for you, but trust me, this is something new slash old. You'll understand. What Queen says, bad rap, but not a bad place. Oh, she's talking about Penhurst. They were mentally ill people, and I work in a place with the mentally ill. They don't mean to hurt anyone. Most of them don't know they're dead. Absolutely. Wicked Queen's 100% right. A lot of the times, like, again, Penhurst, we go in there and, even the Wicked Queen and I, we went in there thinking we needed to protect ourselves because it was so dangerous. Me being me, I was like, let's go. Come on. You want some of this? You know what I mean? Chest puffed out, ready to go. And I'll tell you, after our walkthrough of Penhurst, um, the Wicked Queen literally, we just both looked at each other and we're like, we're not doing it that way. We've got to change our style. We've got to look at it from a different perspective, and that's what we did. And I'll tell you, we got some good evidence. I was going over some of the video that we have from Global Ghost Hunt this past week with somebody, with someone at work. We were going over it, and I forgot how active that place really was, and a lot of it was more of a curiosity. Um, it was more of a curiosity thing. Like the spirits were trying to figure out who we were and what was going on, and it wasn't that they didn't know that it was a paranormal investigation. I'm sure they knew. They just didn't know us. So huge props to the Wicked Queen taking that step, and she really, really stepped into the light and really had some fun, and we got some good evidence from that. We were hearing footsteps. We were hearing a bunch of different things. So, again, folks, you have to. You almost have to, even if you've seen the show or you've seen the episode of the USS North Carolina. I know Jonathan's in the room. Mr. Fedora just popped in. He'll tell you about it. Even the Wicked Queen will tell you. Surfer Boy. We found, we found a sailor that was interacting with us. Him and I had a little bit of issues, but it was still a personal connection. We still made that connection. And that's, to me, guys, again, very important. So next time you're in the field and you're going out investigating and you start an EVP session, ask question like, obviously introduce yourself, ask what their name is, what would they like to be called, but ask what they want to talk about. Take that time to find out what the spirits are thinking about. Jonathan says, same way at the battleship, you have to let the spirits talk about what they want to talk about. 100%. Let's see. Wow, you guys are killing the chat. You guys are killing it, Bill. I've been doing it for over 40 years, and Ego Drama's always been around. Absolutely someone to be better than others. We need to work together in the field. We will. We're going to talk about that here in a second, Bill. Fedora's in the house. What's up, Fedora? Kyle Newsom, what is up, my brother? Welcome. Nicole's in the room too. Hey, Nicole. Welcome, everybody. That's awesome. Glad to have you all in. Yeah, even in the restroom. Jonathan won't let me forget that. Even in the bathroom, you build that rapport with the spirits. But yeah, you never know. You never know where or when the spirits are going to react to you or how they're going to talk to you, or what equipment you're going to be using, if any. I would say I would love to have, my GoPro on for the bathroom, but don't think I can show that. That might have been a little bit concerning. Yeah, take the time, guys. Take the time to get to know these spirits. And plus, that'll help you on future investigations when you go back to it. If you talk to them, you hang out with them, you build that rapport with them, you build the relationship up, I can almost guarantee it. You're going to get some responses. You 100% will. They're going to be a lot more open to you. whether you're a team, single investigator, or just even a ghost hunter, you're just out for the thrill of it. Build that rapport with these spirits. Um, they're gonna keep busting on me for this for this bathroom thing. Only person I know that's able to get paranormal activity while pissing. It just leaks from me. Jesus, Fedora. Oh, I love you, brother. Look, Queen, I have a story from my work. Can I come tell? Okay, Umbry, I'm going to tell you this. Nobody's stopping you. It hasn't stopped you before crashing my show. Podcast researcher these days. Nice. But that leads. Oh, I hear her. She's coming. The Wicked Queen is coming. But I'll tell you guys, that's the one thing I learned while investigating in this field. The better off you are building that relationship with these spirits, the better off you will be. Nicole's actually writing too. Yeah, absolutely. What'd you say, Nicole? You just finished your 27th book? Outlining book number 27. Jesus. I'm still trying to get the first one done. It's about this show, too. We're blessed.
I wanted to ask.
We've been blessed, guys. We've got the Wicked Queen here.
Move your goddamn backpack.
I don't have my 18 plus for her. I needed it. I didn't feel like bending.
That sucks. Get a stool.
Yeah. Okay. So apparently I'm being hijacked for a moment.
It's about what you were talking about.
I know. Go ahead. It's all on you. Millions of people are watching you.
Millions of people.
Wait a minute. What kind of show? This isn't that type of show. I saw belly.
Yeah, so did everybody. My fat belly.
Not fat. All right, go ahead. You tell your story because I need a drink.
So, yes, I'm still wearing my work uniform. This is where I work.
If you're allowed to show it.
If I'm allowed to show it. If not, whatever.
Kyle said, let's go, Matt.
Whatever.
I don't know what you're saying. Let's go, Matt, about, brother.
My work doesn't have a Facebook or anything like that. They're not going to see this. Unless they really go looking for it.
Then they wouldn't watch my crap anyway.
And as long as I don't repost it, they can't find me.
Not 100%. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, you're not an employee, so they won't go snooping through your stuff. They'll go through mine.
No, I was just thinking if I tagged you. I don't remember. I don't think so.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
But our HR department don't give a fuck. So we have... There used to be 2 areas of the hospital where people used to sleep. Like, not ghosts, but like the nursing staff and stuff. It used to be in the Montour building, which is our learning building. It's where like new hires go for classes and like nurses go for classes and higher ups go for classes, and I have to go for CPR and MANT classes because I deal with the mentally ill, as I said. And
you do that professionally and in your personal life.
Yeah. I'm also mentally ill, but not to the extent of being institutionalized like they are. And some of them are institutionalized for like sad reasons. Like they have pica, can't control what they eat. Some of them have been locked up there by family members calling the cops on them because they had a breakdown and assaulted somebody. Like some of them are it's really, really sad. And a lot of them don't have family that come visit them, which makes it even sadder when they do get to go to like family functions and stuff like that, or like visitors day, and they come down, but there's maybe like one person there for them, and that makes me kind of sad that they only have that one person, or they might not have anybody, because we do have people in there from Pennhurst.
Yeah. Well, you remember them saying...
They are quite old now, but...
Well, you remember during the walkthrough of Pennhurst, they were saying that a lot of people, especially like that one, was just dropped off or just they were found on a train. That one kid
Mm-hmm.
It was like, what, 4 or 5?
Yeah.
4 or 5 or something like that. And he was just found in a train, one of the train cars. So
But
sad.
there's only one space where the nurses sleep, and it's on the 3rd floor. To get to the 3rd floor, you have to go through this very abandoned part of the hospital, which is behind the 312 unit, which is the girls unit. So at my hospital, it's the 300s and the 200s. The 300 wards are the females, the 200 wards are the males. That's just how it goes. There is a ward called 313. That is the one that's behind 312. That's the abandoned ward. Behind that is like 314, which they turned into a sleeping area for staff for like snow days and national disasters or whatever like that. Because we are technically, if there was like a giant national disaster or whatever and I couldn't get home, or I had to remain at the hospital, they have to provide sleeping and like a place to stay and shower and stuff like that if I did get stuck at the hospital for whatever reason. But I was up on 313, and it's a long like stretch you're going through, and it has these cubbies, and each section is what used to be rooms, like the patient's rooms, and they are empty. There's nothing in them. The floor is not redone. It looks like the original floor. Like, if you've ever been to Pennhurst and you've seen the floor there, that's what the floor of 313 looks like. It's all tore up. It's all concrete, just flat concrete. There's no tile, nothing special about it. And the only tile they had was in the bathrooms, and the bathrooms are... But I was walking down the hall. I was taking snacks up to the sleeping section up there for the nurses, and I kept seeing stuff out of the corner of my eye as I'm like walking by each individual, like, I call them cubbies because that's kind of what they look like. They're not big rooms. They're probably maybe a little bit bigger than a jail cell. So they're not very big rooms. They might be the size of Christina's room without all the stuff in it.
Well, I was just thinking they had rooms like that at Pennhurst too. Like we were showing, it was in the beginning. It's on my YouTube, guys. If you guys want to head over at some point to watch it, we do have it on there, and I think
because
from a Global Ghost Hunt. But it's towards the beginning of the investigation. We were walking around with Scotty and them, and it was just after. I don't know if it was. I didn't know if he had a necrophonics or if he had an ovulus out, but it was after that session. You and I started walking. It was before that pendulum session. Remember, we found those little cubbies or little doors. Is that what we're talking about?
These are... I call them cubbies because they're small. They're like really smaller rooms, but they have no doors. These the rooms on 313, they're completely gutted. Everything is taken out. There's no doors on them anymore. They're basically open areas, but there's still windows there. There's still radiators in there that apparently work, because every time I walk through that hallway, it's hot. So, but we also have central air in the ceiling, so that could be why. I'm not 100% sure if the radiators work or not, but they're in every room. I don't see why they wouldn't work, but you never know with the state hospital what works and what doesn't. But where I work is actually one of the oldest now. I think we are the oldest now because Pennhurst closed.
Yeah.
And the Selinsgrove Center isn't as old as we are.
No, I think.
So we are the oldest. Where I work is the oldest mental facility in Pennsylvania.
In PA, yeah. I don't know about the U.S., but I know it's up there.
It's
I wanna say
not.
like the
It's
third.
not the oldest in the. Well,
I wanna say it's
are
like the
you
third.
talking? Are you talking active or inactive?
No, still active.
Yeah, no, we're not the oldest active. There's one in England that's still active.
No, I
That's
meant here in the U.S.
I
I think here in
don't.
the U.S. we're like the third or fourth.
Yeah,
Nicole said she just wrote a book about hospital, a haunted ward. It's called. She said hospital scared me.
I work in one.
She asked if the equipment still works.
Um,
I'm assuming up on the third.
some of it does. We don't have. So okay. So if you know like a regular hospital, how they have badges to scan into everything, we don't have that. We have keys, like literal, actual, physical keys, because
It's a lot of them.
it would be. Oh, that's not even half the keys you get. If you're a supervisor, your key ring gets like about this thick. My key ring right now is like this. My one supervisor's key ring is this thick because she has that many keys on it. So you can get many, many, much more keys. And then, not to mention, security has keys to every room in the hospital. So I don't even want to see their key ring.
As they should, yeah. And then she's asking, and I'll let you answer this one first. Do you guys think that some places call us? In other words, certain places just basically want us to be there? Like, do you think there are places that basically draw us to them?
I mean, I already told you before, I tried applying to the state hospital when I was 19 years old.
No.
Like, I didn't know a whole lot about it. I just knew that my aunt and uncle worked there, and that they had really good benefits, and that I was fresh out of high school, and that I wanted a good job with a good retirement plan. But I knew that it was also haunted because I had done research before on places in Danville that are haunted. And not only the Montgomery House, but the state hospital came up in my research because I do that kind of stuff. I am, as far as the consultancy goes and like me helping people, a lot of times it's just with me doing research. That's all it is. Like if they want to go to a new location but have no idea about the location or anything, usually he sends them to me, and then I send him links to send to them.
Yeah, because most of the times they don't have pictures. I don't do that.
And well,
like pictures.
It's not even that. It's like for some reason, when he has a lot of people try to add me on Facebook, for some reason they can't find me. Apparently, there's a lot of Mackenzie Snyders on Facebook. Just an FYI, there might be a lot of Mackenzie Snyders, but there's only one Wicca Queen, and there only will ever be one Wicca Queen. So if you can't ever find me personally, like my Facebook, you can always like I have an Instagram now, a Wicca Queen Instagram, and I have a Wicca Queen face. Well, it's my creepy cult Facebook. I have to change that.
Yeah, we have to finish rebranding you and
mostly just my Facebook because I made an Instagram for myself.
Well, we still have your YouTube and.
No, I changed my YouTube name.
Oh, is it
the only thing that's different about that is it has to have my new Wicca Queen logo.
Yeah.
And I have to I don't know if I can change that the at creepy cult thing that people can look up on YouTube to find me.
You can. You have to get into the dashboard and all that crap. And we have to do the same thing. We have got to get Para Princess up and running too on hers.
Yeah, but back to what you sidetracked me.
I do that
with
a lot.
The questions. You people sidetrack me with the questions. I like your questions, don't get me wrong, but when I'm in the middle of telling a story and my medication has wore off, it's dangerous territory to get me sidetracked because then I forget where I'm at.
I usually do that whenever I'm in trouble with her.
And I don't take my meds on the weekends usually unless I'm working, which hence why I'm wearing my work uniform. But my meds have now wore off by now. It's like 6 o'clock at night. They're extended release, but not that extended. They're extended enough to get me through most of my day.
John says my wife works in a mental hospital here in North Carolina. Nicole says uh, it's like whenever I feel drawn to a certain parts of a cemetery, we get activity. And she said, "Sorry, my bad."
That's okay.
Hey, Nikki.
That happens to me too. I think it's because some people are just drawn places. Mine is, I believe, it's because I'm an empath. I'm more drawn to certain areas than others, and a lot of times that helps. It because that's how we got a lot of the activity we got at Penhurst. Was just he just told me to go, and I did. I just basically went wherever. Like if he went into one room and he turned his back or whatever, there was a lot of times where he would turn around like he was talking to me, and I'd be gone.
Well, to be fair, you do that in real life anyway.
Yeah, but usually during an investigation, I don't usually normally leave your side unless I want to be in a room by myself.
Yeah.
But that's mostly for safety reasons, especially at a place like Penhurst where it's mildly dilapidated.
Well, what's funny is, like, I'm not lying, folks. She will literally, we'll be walking in a store. I'll ask her a question. She'll answer my question. And we're walking down like an aisle or whatever. And I'll keep asking her a question, but I'm not getting any response. I turn around. She's gone. I have no idea where she goes. I don't have full-blown conversations.
That happened to him quite a bit, especially in the nursery area of Penhurst.
Yeah.
Because
It's still early.
He was going to the one area, like their play area, but for some reason I was more drawn to like the hospital wing part of the nursery, and I kept trying to get him to come, and I was like, come on, come on,
No, there
come on.
was a doctor's office or something right next to where their little gymnasium was. In the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kept going over that way.
And it was fairly well preserved. It had all the old equipment in it and
I still don't know what that game was.
everything, but yeah, there was like this weird game mural on the wall that me and him couldn't figure out what kind of game it was supposed to be.
It was like Plinko, but it wasn't Plinko. It was weird. It just had like little boards down through the side of it. It was kind of awkward.
But yeah, I kept being drawn to this doctor's office, and we went into the doctor's office and we got a lot of responses, like good responses, and it was from an adult male, which at that time, guess who could only be doctors?
Mm-hmm.
Males. But now I got sidetracked. But I'm gonna keep calling them cubbies because I know that's not what they are. They are tiny. There's about the size of Christina's room, because now the consumers don't have, we can't call them patients. They're consumers. They're not patients. There's a reason behind that. I guess being called a patient makes them feel less human. I don't know.
I can see that.
But I try to get to know some of them by name, at least the ones that are nice to me, like Bert. And there's another one, his name's Sam. And then there's a couple, but I don't remember all their names. I remember Bert because Bert always likes to talk to us when he walks through. But I kept walking by the rooms up there, and even Buddy, his spirit guide, follows me around work. He loves going up to the third floor because he knows that's where all the ghosts are.
And I hear about it all the time.
And well, there's one ghost outside, if you remember correctly.
I hear about them.
They're in the what used to be a greenhouse. I see them every now and again in the morning, walking back and forth, and they don't leave this building, mind you. And that building is in use, but it's just odd that there's just this one person that walks back and forth. There's been a couple times where I've seen people in the windows. on the 3rd and 4th floor. We can't get to the 4th floor. You need a security key for that. Because that's where they store all the records, including a lot of the old records, and we're not allowed to be up there.
Time out. Yeah, Jason, I know I'm a little hard to hear tonight. First, my throat still is kind of sore, and Wicked Queen wanted to share an experience at her work, so I have the mic facing towards her, so you guys can hear her more than me. Trust me, this is a directional, so yeah, it's easier that way. But I can't project tonight. My throat's still kind of blah. Yeah, so you get to listen to her for a while.
But thanks. I kept seeing shadow figures. Now that doesn't happen a lot. It's really rare that I see shadows. I usually hear things before I see things. That's just for some reason how my brain works. Like, he's even noticed that he'll see something, but
I think I'll see something.
He'll think he sees something, and then I'll say, no, I heard footsteps, and he'll say, oh, I thought I saw feet. So he'll see it, but I'll hear it. Like, my brain doesn't register right away. I don't know if it's, like, part of my ADHD or I have a little bit of the tism, but, like, it doesn't register right away that it is a shadow figure. But, like, if I see it out of the corner of my eye, a lot of times it just kind of catches me off guard and I have to, like, double take. But I kept seeing it, and I wasn't sure if it was, like, one person or multiple people, but it seemed to, like, follow me through the hall. And then it gradually seemed to go from, like, one person to two people, and they just kept, like, bouncing from room to room to room to room to room. And then when I got finally to the elevator that I have to take, the only thing that I remember hearing Buddy say is, they're following us. And he's just, all I could hear is his tail whapping against the little doorway to the elevator, because this elevator is not very big. And I could just hear his tail going thump, 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 thump.
You just smacked my microphone.
No, I didn't. I could hear him going thump, 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 thump. And I'm like, what do you mean they're following us? He's like, they're playing hide and seek. I was like, I understand this, but, like, and it happened again on my way back down to dietary where I work. They were following me all the way through that unit. And it was just odd. And at one point I got turned around because I, like, for some reason, this hallway all looks the same, to be completely honest, and there's only one way in and one way out. All the other ways in and out are all blocked off now, like walled off. Maintenance just did that this, like, a couple summers ago. They walled them off. So, like, there is other doors up there, but they go to stairwells that at the bottom of the stairwell, if you go down the stairwell, is walled. You can't get back into the main hospital from it. So there's literally only one way in and one way out. And for some reason, I kept getting lost. And it's because, I'm not even joking, it's like a set of 4 hallways, and once you get off that elevator, they all look exactly the same.
Yeah, it was even like that at Penhurst.
So if it wasn't, and I know this is gonna sound crazy.
Crazy? I was crazy once.
Yeah, they put me in a rubber room with rats.
Rats? That's crazy. Crazy.
That's crazy once. They put me in a rubber room with rats. But
we are on a spectrum somewhere.
Yeah, I'm on some type of spectrum. Not just the ADHD spectrum. I definitely got something else. That's what I need to talk to a psychiatrist about. But it might not sound crazy because I'm on a paranormal podcast, but at the time, to me, for some reason, it seemed crazy to me. They, like, the shadow figures helped me.
Hi, Mama.
like find the door. Not Buddy. Buddy was just enjoying playing hide and seek with the ghosts. He wasn't trying. Like, I literally asked him to help me. Like, you can smell my scent, figure out which way I turned wrong, and tell me which way to go back. Nope, he was busy playing hide and seek. So he was no fucking help whatsoever. And
Nicole.
what?
Nicole says ghosts I can tolerate, but rats, spiders, and bats, forget it.
I'm okay with bats as long as they don't fly near me.
Yeah, but you don't like the 8-legged freaks, though.
No, I hate the 8-legged freaks, and rats are kind of weird. I like looking at them at Petco, but I would never own a rat. Just like nothing against ferrets. I love ferrets. It's just the smell I feel like would get to me. I wanted a ferret when I was younger, but now that kind of wonderment has faded.
I still do.
I'd be willing to try a chinchilla because that's kind of like a rabbit, and I had a rabbit before.
I love the chinnies.
But
That. Off topic again.
But that's a pet for a later date. Yeah. I want a dog first.
Yeah.
I will get my puppy.
Burb.
No burb.
Burb. Now we're going to sit here in awkward silence.
No, I'm trying to think. There was another one I wanted to say. It wasn't one of my experiences. It was, Trevor's.
Oh.
When I told you when we first started. And he was in the walk-in cooler getting his stuff for his station. And he's the only one in there. This cooler is not very big, so like if you're not in there by yourself, there's not much room. You know you're not in there by yourself. Because we also take carts in there to get like our milk and our punch and everything that we need.
Two chinnies. Trevor.
Yeah, no, I was trying to think of how to word it.
Oh.
My train of thought like skipped. You know, like on a record player, if the record's effed up, it skips.
Yeah, that happens a lot on this show.
Yeah, that was my brain. My brain just zoop.
I call it a speed bump.
But he was in there by himself getting his stuff, and he heard somebody whisper in his ear, "Welcome." And then he like turned around and didn't see anybody, and he like opened the door to the cooler and looked out into the hallway to see if somebody was fucking with him, because we're new. Like, that would definitely be something that, nothing against my coworkers, a lot of these people would do to a new employee. I know I would.
I would 100%.
Especially if, like...
Someone like Trevor? Oh, yeah.
Which Trevor?
Our Trevor.
No, I'm not talking about that. The Trevor I started with.
No, I know, but I'm saying I would do that to that Trevor. Big Trevor. I would do
Trevor
that.
C.
I don't remember the last name. Iron Vape.
Trevor C.
Yeah, I would do that to him.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Trevor I started with.
Oh.
Trevor Seisinger?
That's called a brain fart.
Trevor S?
I don't know why you're asking me.
No, I'm telling you, that's his... It's Trevor. We have two Trevors. I didn't start with this new Trevor.
No, I'm saying I would scare the crap out of that Trevor.
That honestly probably wouldn't be hard to do.
I know, but I wouldn't do it.
But,
Hey, Vicky. The best Paranormal's in.
Yeah,
He... a couple of days.
I don't know if he'd like me saying his last name, but please don't look him up.
No, don't say last names.
I already did.
I didn't hear it. Anyway.
But, and then he turned back, went back in, turned back around, and then again heard the whisper say, "Thank you."
We've had that happen a lot of times. Heard the whispers and stuff like that. Heck, we've even heard Lucian and Two-Face.
Yeah, but we can never get the whispers on EVP. We hear them.
Yeah.
But then when we go back through our EVPs, they're not on there.
Yeah.
Can somebody explain that to me?
Or, like at the battleship, we had that scream. The EVP of the scream. The female. When we were in the little bakery area.
Yeah, but I heard that too.
You didn't hear it. None of us heard it. We never mentioned it. It was never said on the recording. The first one.
Oh, that one.
It was before we went down to the galley.
I was going to say, because I heard the one in the galley.
Yeah.
Because I said something about that. I was like,
Yeah,
I just heard somebody scream.
Yeah, because we were in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Or the head.
Just the bathroom.
Head.
I can't call it that.
I can and will, and I did. But... Okay, back to me.
That was it.
Well,
I really don't have anything else. My work is relatively boring.
Well, still, I'm sure everyone appreciates you coming and sharing the stories.
Most of it, the ghosts kind of just mind their own business.
Yeah.
I'm assuming at this point most of them know they're dead.
You never know.
Well, there is that one window on the 4th floor that everybody says, including the one housekeeper, Tiana, has seen the window. It's on the 4th floor. This woman, I guess, got locked in there by her husband.
Usually it's the other way around. Usually the wife locks the husband in the room.
She had a severe case of schizophrenia.
Ooh.
And, I guess, attacked her kids or tried to kill her kids or something like that. So he locked her up. And back then they weren't allowing them with like pens and paper and stuff like that. So she was using, I think somebody said like a nail or something that she found to write love letters to her husband. But instead of on a pen and paper, she was writing them in the glass. And apparently you can still, if you go up to the 4th floor, you can still see some of the writing in the window. Creepy.
It's kind of cool though, but creepy.
I've never seen it. I would love to go and see it and like actually get a picture of it.
Yeah.
But I've never seen it because I'm not allowed on the 4th floor.
I mean, that's fair. Well, we were going to talk about all the different types of relationships, but you know what? I'm going to make this into a part 2 for next week because we're already closing in on the hour mark. But I do want to chime back in on the relationship with the spirits. I mean, you just heard from Wicked Queen and myself. We were talking about once you build those relationships up with the spirits, you will get better evidence. And to be honest, I can almost guarantee you if we were to go back to Penhurst or the USS North Carolina, the spirits should remember us because we made that type of rapport with them. A lot of teams, you go to these locations multiple times. You've told me before, I've heard it from a bunch of you, like Lost Souls, like Abyss. You build those rapports up and they become like friends or even family. And they'll be more willing to talk to you. And to be honest, you get better evidence, better quality evidence. So it's very, 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 very important when you're out there.
Visiting the 1890 house, I got yelled at.
Yeah, she got yelled at the 1890 house when we were with Lost Souls. But it's very important to build that relationship. What's that?
I got called ma'am.
Yeah, for the first time. For the first time, you got called ma'am. But that's just it. You have to work on building that relationship with these spirits because, like I said, you'll get better evidence.
It doesn't take much for me to build a relationship. I just have to have a basic, like, actual human. The easiest way to do it, and I know he covered this, was basically just having a human conversation, like you're actually talking to another person.
Yeah, and you go to these places like Penhurst or some of these ones that have activity and have been known for activity. you go there, they hear the same things all the time. What's your name? How did you die? Da da da. They hear that. So ask them the questions that you don't normally ask a spirit. What's your favorite food? What's your favorite drink? What do you want to talk about?
Well,
And we have Scott Wilson in here.
the other.
Scotty just showed up.
Hi.
The paranormal.
I commented on his video. I don't know if he saw it or read it or anything.
The paranormal jackass is here, guys. What's up, brother? But I'm telling you right now, guys, try it. Just go to these locations and build an actual relationship with the spirits. But I want to move on from that because there is another topic I do want to talk about while we're live, and that's the relationship you build with your family when it comes to the paranormal. Case in point, just coming in and taking over my show.
I asked.
You haven't in the past. You've just showed up.
And I haven't just showed up to take over your show. Most of the time I'm just sitting here and you rope me into your conversation.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a few times where I've been in the middle of playing Cult of the Lamb and you have roped me into your conversation. And I did not want to be a part of it.
And you still did.
I just wanted to play my video game.
But the fact is, when you have a significant other that is into the paranormal or is doing something, show them support and love. Be there for them. Take part in it. Even if you don't believe in what they're talking about. Or if they're like me and just go off of a random tangent. Need somebody to smack you upside the head to get you back on track. Which I think you've all seen the Wicked Queen pretty much do that to me. Like throwing a certain mouse pad at me. Don't you dare. I don't even know where that's at.
It's upstairs.
Thank God. But Matt, she got you there. Mama, whose side are you on? Mama's agreeing with you.
Yeah, because she's seen it.
I know.
I'll just be sitting here and I'll get roped in.
But play off of each other. Even if your spouse believes in the paranormal and you don't, go along with them. Be involved.
The other thing is if you're gonna be a paranormal couple and like it does take a lot of effort to be that we have a very
Unique
investigating style, but at the same time we each have our own. Like everybody has seen mine. There's a lot of times where I'll use pendulums and stuff like that, but sometimes I just sit.
Mm-hmm.
I will literally just sit there and have a full-blown conversation with myself.
Kyle says, Mom, Della Newsom, calm down.
But I will have a full-blown conversation with myself and go back through, and I probably might not have gotten any responses.
See ya, brother. Jonathan's leaving for the night.
Bye.
See ya, brother. Have a good night.
But we also have what, and I hate saying this because it's like 100% true, but at the same time it's going to make other couples jealous. We have a very special connection that most normal couples I don't think have. If you believe in past lives and everything like that, you'll know a lot of times if you've met somebody that you've met before previously, like a long time ago. According to what we have done meditation together with both our spirit guides,
plus several outside
sources, mediums and sources. We were previously married 3 different times. One of which has been confirmed.
This is the 4th?
Yeah, this is the 4th. But one of which has been confirmed to be during the Salem witch trials. That's the only one so far that has been confirmed by a psychic medium.
So, short version is, this is the Wicked Queen and I's fourth life together. In the past couple lives, apparently, according to sources, we've been married that many times.
And at one point,
Sonia loves 444. Hello.
and at one
Hi,
point,
Sonia.
which made him kind of, but at the same time, it wasn't really his life. It was, but it wasn't.
Kyle said that's badass.
I know he's as straight as a board now, and I'm bisexual.
Oh, I forgot what you were going to be talking.
Yeah.
Left that now. I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, at one of my past lives, I was a male and he was a male, and we were married. So at one point, this straight man here was very, very gay.
I was not as straight in my past life.
No, he was not as straight in his past life. He was
I took the $20.
He took the $20. He took the $20.
Would I keep? No, I'd give back the $20. For the saying $20 is $20. If I was gay, then I don't know. Where's TT at? I need TT for this one. TT, do I keep the $20? Any gay people out there? I'm curious.
I think Tristan would say, yeah, you keep the $20.
Well, I'd keep this $20 for monetary value, yes, but
I feel like Tristan would take the $20. Like he would pretend to be straight, and then somebody would give him $20.
But that's what I'm saying. We are going on a completely different tangent on this, folks. So I'm sorry. This is what you get with the Wicked Queen and the Consult. But and yes, we've had conversations like this in the past. 22 hours down in New Orleans, we had some really interesting conversations.
Like white girls and frappuccinos.
Oh my God, we're not even going to start with the white girls and frappuccinos and this caramel frappa mocha bullshit. No, I don't want to hear pumpkin spice until it's time for spooky scary.
That was also both of us running on like 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Anywho, the point is, folks, is when you're going into the paranormal, don't be afraid to tell your family. Don't be afraid to.
I told my family. My dad don't care.
And if somebody in your family comes to you and says that they are in the paranormal field, be supportive. I know there's a lot of people out there who are very Christian based and are very by the book, so to speak.
Your parents.
I'm just going to say this. I have helped more people in the paranormal field than I have in my regular life. I try to be a good person through the paranormal field. Deal with it. I've helped marriages, I've helped people, I've helped kids, I've helped a lot of different people. It's what I do. It's what I enjoy. So do your research on it and why you're in it. It's just like any other hobby or anything else. But definitely support each other and play off of each other if you are a paranormal couple like us.
You can each have your own unique style, but the other thing that's cool about us is if he gets serious, he doesn't have to say anything. I can just sense it, and then I switch from joking around and like asking stupid questions to being like, oh, okay, we're actually like in serious mode right now.
Yeah.
You have to really understand your partner's body language.
And that does take time. Like, we weren't like that immediately.
No, there was plenty of times where I was asking stupid questions and he was getting serious, and he would have to be like, hey,
let's reel it back. Yes, I would be serious, folks. It does happen.
Like, hey, let's reel it back a little bit.
If anybody's ever investigated with me, you know that typically I am a lot of fun. I try to be lighthearted and playful and whatever. But there is certain times where that switch has flipped and I go serious. Because, like we've said in other shows, the paranormal can hurt you mentally and physically. There are repercussions for your actions.
There's been a couple of times where I didn't take my abilities as seriously as I should have, like at Penhurst.
Yep.
And I got empathy burnout.
Yep.
And I was dead completely dead to the world for like what, 2 weeks?
At least, yeah.
And that's a long, according to like what I've looked up and what I've asked some people that we know, like mediums and stuff. That's normal for somebody like them, but for an empath, 2 weeks of being just completely non. What's the word I'm looking for?
Basically shut down. You mentally shut down.
I was mentally and emotionally just clocked out. Like I did not care about anybody else. I didn't, and that a couple times when I've had empathy burnout has caused some issues with us.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of like he'll ask me what's wrong and I'll be like nothing, I'm fine.
And that's something else too, folks. If you or your spouse are in the paranormal, well, I should say, and or your spouse are in the paranormal, we all know paranormal hangover is a real thing. We've all joked about it, but it is a real thing. Let your significant other unwind and refresh the way they need to. We do it even in our own personal lives. If I'm burnt out from a day at work or driving or whatever, or even just more recently, I don't even know why, but just randomly, I've just been burnt out. The Wicked Queen lets me do whatever I need to do to unwind. Para Princess does the same thing.
Yesterday he slept literally all day.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, even the Para Princess, she's starting to pick up on it. She knows, like the girls know, whenever I'm off, just leave me alone. Let me do my thing. But it's vice versa. If the Wicked Queen has a bad day or something happens, I usually piss her off more and try to cheer her up. And then I realize that there's no help and I'm going to get hurt. So I stop what I'm doing.
There is times where that does work, but there is a couple times where like I have told him, hey, like just,
fuck off.
Yeah, like I try to be nice about it. Like I don't like to yell. I really don't. But like my family, when we get frustrated, that's what I grew up with is we yell. We yell at each other. Like he has heard me yell at Nick when Nick has frustrated me, and it's just out of frustration that we yell at each other. It's not because we're mad. It's not because we're upset. It's just we're like.
It's their language. It's the family language.
It's our language. Like, and it's like just my mom, my dad, and my brothers. We all yell at each other.
Abyss says no. Matt, serious? Yes, I do. I do have a serious side. Which, it doesn't show up often, but it's there.
By the way, did you tell everybody what I am now? What team I'm a part of now?
No, we didn't go over that yet. I was going to announce it during GGH on air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, shh. Nobody say anything. You don't even know what I'm talking about, so you need to worry about it. Sonia Loves 444 says, my partner passed in a car accident 3 years ago. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Condolences. I know it's a late condolence, but still, we're still connected. He communicates with me. Still, that's good. But we were together in more ways. Yeah, in more than one past timeline and fit together extremely well because of it. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
that's us.
Everybody says that there's people that speculate about soulmates. Soulmates aren't real. Soulmates aren't a thing. Like, you can't find your forever person. Just an FYI, my parents have been married for 30 years. They've been married as long as I've been alive. My mom is 61 and my dad is 60.
And you got me over dinner.
But
you fed me and you were screwed for that moment.
But they both went through a divorce, both of them, before they found their forever person. Now, and I know this for a fact, my dad cannot live without my mom and my mom cannot live without my dad. That is a proven fact because they've both been in the hospital and they both have said when they've come home from said person being in the hospital that they have no clue what they're going to do if they don't get out of the hospital.
No, you said that.
Well, when my mom had her car accident, my dad was a a mess. He had no idea what he was going to do, especially because me and my brother Nick were so young.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not divorcing anytime soon.
And I know where there's food, so she's not getting rid of me.
It's not just the food.
Oh, it's the food.
I can cook.
You know the saying that the wife will cook a lot and get her husband fat so he can't run away. Yeah, I'm not running anywhere. Maybe to the fridge. I'll run to the fridge. Depends on what's in there. I know there's apple pie. I saw it.
Yeah, there's only 3 pieces.
There's apple pie. But anyway, the fact is be supportive of your family, your friends, your spouses. Make sure that you take care of each other, because in the paranormal, like we've said before, it's not just a physical thing. It is a mental game as well. And you have to take care of yourself. Pick up with each other. And I will say what's really helped the Wicked Queen and I is we understand that the way we act here in studio or in our personal life is completely different than what we do at work and also during an investigation.
I have a work persona.
Yes, so do I.
And
kind of.
What is funny is a couple of my work colleagues have noticed the difference. I am 2 different people, because a couple of them have hung out with me outside of work when I went to that pool party.
Oh, yeah.
And they are noticing the 2 different personalities I have between work me and outside of work me.
Well, and even during the investigations, like I know Fedora will say this because he's investigated with us quite a while. Scott, if he's still in the room, he will say it. Scott Wilson, even Newsom family, you guys have seen us. We're completely different during an investigation. We become the consultant and the Wicked Queen. That's how we are. We feed off of each other. We read each other. I would highly suggest, if you were a paranormal couple, do that. Practice. Let your significant other, one of you, go around and start picking up on things, start investigating. The other one, pay attention. How is their body language? What tone of their voice? Stuff like that. And if you notice any changes, mark them down. Mark that red flag. To me, that is the best thing to do as far as relationship, personal relationship in the field. It doesn't matter whether it's your spouse, kid, brothers, daughter, whatever the relation is. If you were a family in the paranormal field, be a family in the paranormal field. But just remember, you are still an investigator, and you still need to validate each other. You still need to. If she's got a feeling of a female spirit, or she has that empath episode, we'll call it that. If she has an empathic episode and she's feeling a feminine type spirit, I'm catching a male EVP. You know what I mean? It's hard to validate.
The other thing is I don't feel gender.
I know. I'm just saying, just in general. If you feel like something like a birthing pain or whatever like that, obviously it's a female. It's not going to be a male, unless they're really constipated.
No, that's not true. When I felt that sailor that died of appendicitis on the North Carolina.
Yep.
That was in my stomach.
Wait, that wasn't Surfer Boy, was it? No, it wasn't Surfer Boy. That was somebody different.
I didn't get this particular sailor's name, but actually Fedora was with me when I was feeling that pain.
I remember that.
He was actually, he went full-blown, first responder, making sure I was actually, legitimately okay.
Yeah.
I'm I'm fine. I don't think it's me that's feeling it, because I was completely fine 20 minutes ago.
So, but anyway, we've hit almost an hour and a half already, but we need to get to bed. But we are going.
I have to do my hair.
I know. Well, that too. But I'm going to say this, guys, before we go. Don't go anywhere, because we do have a brand new music video coming in right after this. I want you guys to check out. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you missed the one in the beginning, go back and let me know what you thought of it. I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious on what you guys are looking for as far as this. And again, if you're interested, go check out Broken Pretzel Productions and Pinkie Pie Studios. They are somewhere on the show to go check out. There's other stuff down there too to go check out. There's somewhere, but I can't tell you where because obviously the algorithm may not like that. But they are somewhere to check out. A couple of goodies. Go check them out. But thank you for sharing about that. I really appreciate it. Next week, though, we are going to talk about something that Bill mentioned before, and that is our field, the relationships in the field and in our communities. We're going to go into that next week. How do you treat the relationships in the paranormal field, the community, online presence, stuff like that?
Say goodbye to Pinkie Pie, guys, too.
Yeah, Pinkie Pie's going away.
This is going. I like the pink, don't get me wrong, and I liked when it was purple, but now it's just kind of a faded blah mess of pink. It looks good under this light.
It does.
But when I step out of this light, it does not look that color.
No.
It is not pink. It is a faded mess of blonde blah, and I'm getting rid of it.
So, but also keep an eye out, guys, for Global Ghost Hunt. Before we go, I want to talk about that. We have new dates. We've got new everything, a lot of new things going on with Global Ghost Hunt, but you're only going to find out if you watch the GGH on air. That will be coming up here probably pretty soon. I need to talk with Mr. about it, about when we're going to get that rolling. We've got some new promotional videos coming out very soon with also new dates. So be on the lookout for that. Go to globalghosthunt.com. Follow along on Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff to find out more information. Huge shout out to our sponsors, Health Empowers You. If you guys don't know what Health Empowers You is, welcome to the show. Go check out healthempowersyou.net because like we said, the paranormal field isn't just mental. It is also physical as well. And Health Empowers You helps build a better you. And they have so much. They have coffee, they have tea, they've got smoothies, they've got everything for you and then some. So go check them out. Healthempowersyou.net. Go check them out. And I want to thank obviously Parapost Network Central over on the Facebook side. I know there's been people watching in and out of that over there. Go check out not just this show, but all the other amazing podcasts and shows over on Parapost Network Central on Facebook. Go give them a like, a follow, and check out some of the other hosts. They're really great people. But like I said, don't go anywhere because we do have our new music video, Consultant Rap. We got a new video for that coming here in just a few seconds. But before we go, Wick Queen, do you have anything you want to say before we bounce out of here?
No.
I love it. No. Well, I guess that's it for us tonight, guys. So I guess there's only one more thing left for me to say. Y'all have yourselves a great rest of your night. Have fun. Stay safe. We'll see y'all next week. Don't you dare. Next week, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And as always, love you. Happy hauntings. Help. This is a new one.
Shadows creeping, room like a tomb. EMF screaming, whispers of doom. Spirit box chatter, statics the tune. Cold spots hit like a ghost monsoon. I'm the paranormal consultant, haunt controller, night walker, specter stalker, soul patroller. Ouija moved, spirits roll the dice. Cross in my hand, got the sage, no advice. Footsteps echo, nobody there. Chains dragging, thick musty air. Spectral fingers run through my hair. Portal opens, beware of the glare. Poltergeist party, toss in the chairs. Demonic laughter, chill in the stairs. Infrared's glowing, shadows declare. Night's alive, but it plays unfair. Ceiling crawlers, creeping up slow. Eyes in the mirror, candles won't blow. Wraiths tap tap on the window below. Caught it on tape, replay it to show. I'm the paranormal consultant, haunt controller,